serial user of that repechage phase, it's nice to have that second life. It's an interesting format because it's quite. I mean, you walk on court obviously wanting to win the match anyway, but it's quite. What do I do from here? Do I try and kill myself to try and win? And I've got to win 3 in a row. He hasn't done that against John for a while, so yeah. I don't think the third set was as flat as it could have been potentially, but there was definitely like a step down in intensity from both the players. I'm sure both players probably would have been happy to call it a day after 3, I'd imagine, which is quite a strange one. But obviously Nick comes back tomorrow now to play the winner of this, so I'm sure he'll be watching in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Champions Trophy 2023 at the Royal Tennis Courts. This match is the best of 5 6-game sets. At the service end, we have Matthieu Sarlangue. And at the receiver's end, Steve Virgona. Best of luck. First game, love all. Up. Chase better than 2. Stroke. 15 love. Love. So. 15-30.
First game, Steve starting turning on that serve from Matthieu. A few loose serves in there.
40-15 game point, and Chase is better than 2.
Yeah, I think the whole match is going to really hinge. I mean, you would just on ranking and historical results, but Steve is the favourite, so I think this whole match is going to hinge on Matthieu serving, but not necessarily his railroad. It's just going to depend on how many first serves he gets in. And
40-15,
what he decides to risk as a second serve.
Chase better than 2. Game to the server. 1 game to love. Love, receiver. Love. All. Up. Second gallery. 15 all.
Strong from Steve.
30-15. Serve leads.
Great drill from Steve as well to finish.
40-15.
Controlling.
40-15, game point at 1 chase.
Benno, you seem to think Steve's going to want to get this one.
Second gallery.
Around at all.
I think, well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure neither of them want it to go on for too long, but just with the ball bouncing up, you know, just in the early stages, I think Matthieu's got to attack the corners a bit more rather than kind of get the ball to the corners, because it's not really going to help him. Anything sits up, Steve's just going to relentlessly.
40-15. Receiver leads. Chase the second gallery.
Nice finish. More of that from Matthieu.
Points to server. 30-40.
That is proper flair. Proper flair. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Cheers.
It's a good ball again. Great serving.
Advantage server.
That's not bad at all.
Cheers.
Be left-handed there, wouldn't it?
Advantage receiver. Game to the receiver. Receiver leads 2 games to the love. First set.
How many targets has Steve hit so far?
15 love.
About 7. Yeah, 2 girls.
15 all.
3 or 4 downs.
Shot.
I think Matthieu's got life in this match if he can
30-15.
get his length going, get his
Server
serve going, and just withstand that attacking power Steve's got. Not sure Steve thought that was up.
30 all. Chase 5. 30 all.
Tough angle.
40-30. 40-30 game point
Ben,
in
if you
1
could
chase.
name one shot of Steve's that you think is the best shot, is his best shot, what would you say that is? You
Chase
can't just say
5
boast.
yards.
I think he's pretty ruthless. Like if you're at the service end in the right-hander's backhand, if you chip that ball cross court up to his volley, I think his or just his relentless aggression is tough to deal with, because even if it's not going in,
40-30.
it's going quick.
Serve
so
lead.
you're just so defensive on the next one.
Chase
You can get
5.
near it.
Game to the server. 3 games to love.
Steve is, as we know, like an all-out player. Sort of, once you can get like good width and make the court big, push Steve around, then you know as this match
15
wears
love.
on, I think he's going to
Receiver.
get some fruit for that. But he's just got to be careful not to be too negative with his shot making.
Takes worse than 6. 15 love. $30 love.
Well played.
Takes the first gallery.
Just on the topic of that sort
2
of
cases.
service wall defence Steve just did, I remember standing with the late Mike Gooding in Chicago
Worse than 6.
when Steve played Tim in
First gallery.
the Eliminator in 2016.
Thirty
And we
love.
stood at the glass window there, just above, and I can remember Steve doing a few of those defences, and I thought I was literally going to die. Because obviously the ball's about a few yards below, and he's defending it up there as those left-handers do, and I was just like, I remember me and Mike just wincing. But yeah, good game this though for Matthieu. Getting back into this.
Yeah, he's just I think he's got to adjust his lines a bit and get the ball at the corner rather than like the traditional floor side wall. Just get it at the corner and push Steve an extra couple of yards wider.
Yeah, I never think
30 love.
that's quite good for me.
Server leads. Takes worse than 6.
Immensely physical rally, well won by Steve.
15-30. Chase the first gallery. $40-15.
And he's on the board. Ball up.
Game to the server.
Lacoste will be happy with that one.
1 game to 3. Receiver leads. First set.
Always looks on point, doesn't he, Matthieu? Very French.
Thank you, Steve.
I've heard that the commentary volume needs to go up. I mean, it's quite difficult because we don't want the
15
players to actually
love.
hear what we're saying,
Server.
but we'll try. That's pretty good.
Takes worse than 5. 15 love. $15 all. Up. 30-15. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. 2 chases. 30-15.
Would you say Matthieu looks a bit like cautious with his shots? Like almost a bit.
6 worse than 5.
Like, I'd almost
Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery.
A bit faster and it's a bit looser.
I just think as a player he's quite scientific, likes to sort of win the rally in 3 or 4 shots by like working his opponent around. And I think against guys who are pretty athletic in retrieval and are going to get it coming over the net quite quick, you've just got to go for it from that first or second ball.
30-15.
Really trying to work Steve too much and needs to just go for the target
Chase
straight
worse
away.
than
Or
5.
go for that positive shot, not whatever that might be.
$40-15, nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. But
That's a great cut.
game to the server. 4 games to 1. Thank you.
Down,
More
good
than a
call
yard
from
worse
Steve.
than the last gallery.
Yeah, I think he's got to try and step up the court, impose himself on Steve a little
Love
bit.
all. 1 chase.
All one-way traffic so far, really. Awesome, lucky.
15 love. Server.
Oh, so athletic from Steve. Still got it.
30 love.
He'll hate me saying that.
$15, 30. But
Great shot. Benno, what time are you heading off after this? What time are you going home?
Just certainly going to wait for some traffic to die down. It's a pretty lengthy journey back, but yeah, thankfully a rest day tomorrow, so maybe some golf.
Rude not to, really.
40, 30, and a chase.
I think my perfect real tennis rest day would be
30 game
a bit of
point,
chest
1
in the
chase.
gym, sauna, and then just watch the rest of the stream, to be honest.
Would your perfect rest day for real tennis be an hour of real tennis?
Probably would, yeah. Get rid of that lactic acid. Yeah, this is basically the end of the season, isn't it? This is probably the season ender. I like to think of the Champions Trophy as the tour finals because you've got sort of the top 10 entrants, so largely is the best of the tour. What do you reckon? I quite like its position in the fixture list.
I did actually say to Nick a few years ago that you could have it as that, and take the top 8 in the as of that period of time and put them into 2 groups and kind of simulate that. Certainly the right time of year for it.
Oh, he's got away with that serve.
40, 30. Above.
Great shot. Guys, by the way, Ben's got his phone.
Yes.
Please send messages in on the live chat.
Chase the second gallery.
Who's going to be the first person to type in?
Deuce. Chase.
One
Worse than two.
Chase. Oh, I don't know about that, Nick. But anyway,
Two
that's just my
chases,
call.
deuce.
That's why you're an amateur and it gets paid.
Second gallery. And worse than two.
I think, Ben, one of the most intimidating sights in real tennis has to be Steve sort of returning serve, twirling that racket as if he's a baseball batter, ready to like whack that ball. He's just looking like he's ready to explode. What do you reckon?
It does get slightly more intimidating than that. You get that, and then you serve him an absolute meat pie halfway up the back wall and see him turn round. Then it gets more intimidating.
Yeah, it's an actual forehand.
Deuce. Chase the second gallery. Point to the server. Advantage. Chase worse than two.
Interesting full PK. Very Lewis Williams-esque, that
Lost the
full
base.
PK.
But it wasn't, though, was it?
Game to the
It
server.
was, he kind of pulled out
Five
of it. So
games
I'm
to
going
one.
to come up with a new serve there. You ready for this? The dummy PK.
Joke.
That's got me that.
15 love.
I hope the
Receiver.
10 viewers heard that one.
Chase. Correction stroke. 30 love.
That's what I played.
The last gallery.
Ball doesn't pop up off the back wall.
30 love, one
I was
chase.
with Steve. I'm thinking floor back wall, free shot of the grill, and it just bit down.
And that's a roller.
15 30.
Oh, it's a beautiful length, beautiful length.
40
Rob
15.
McNaughton will be proud of that one.
Game point and one chase.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think it's just kind of
Chase is the
Steve's
last
style.
gallery.
Because there's so much like flamboyance and flair. There's so many winners and big shots in there. But you know, like he's just going about his business. He's got game points here. Like the scoreboard's ticking along in Steve's favour. But it just looks a bit more impressive because he's got the shots you remember. But it's actually quite close.
Matthieu's definitely got quality on the floor. Like you watch how tight he is. There's a lot of floor side war going on, and
40 15.
yeah, he's incredibly compact.
Seven
Great
leads.
floor game. So we've got to respect what he's doing out
Chase
there.
the last gallery.
He is an extremely good floor player.
Won the chase. 30 40. Well,
That looked out the hand actually. That went
game
bite.
to the server.
And as sometimes happens in real tennis,
2 games to 5.
you air shot. Oh, it's great, Steve.
15 love. Thirty love.
after such a good game, 3 racket errors.
40
the first
love.
one a racket error, but still, here we disappointed.
Love. Takes worse
Not the
than
best,
6.
not the twist. That's just gone straight at war, and you see Steve turning.
40
At
love.
40 love,
One
set
fix.
points down. It's not the
10
sort of
points
thing you want to
worse than
see.
6.
It's interesting because as you say that, I know exactly what Matthieu's thinking at that point, and it's exactly the same.
Oh no! So we were chatting in the garden at the drinks, at the welcome drinks, and that I didn't know who I was going to play. It was either going to be me or Matthieu playing Steve, and I was quite excited about the prospect. And then just everyone's like, "Oh, you fancy your like floated backhand against his forehand?" And I was like, "Wow, you know, we'll see what happens." There'll be a lot of oh no going on in my
40
head.
love. Certainly. Takes worse than 6.
Oh. Oh, Matthieu, how has he got that one to better than 6?
15 40.
It's very good because I was actually thinking what a really poor game from Matthieu to lose this set, but he's still in it.
12.
This one, come on, dig deep.
Takes
We
better
see
than
there,
2.
like what you were talking about, just getting it to the corner that little bit quicker, on the
15,
back, a
40.
bit flatter, a bit less floaty, and he's got a bit more of a loose shot from Steve, doing what you
15,
told him,
40,
Ben.
one chase.
But also,
15
Steve,
points.
Steve's movement is fairly unconventional, like in a positive way. You know, just as Matthieu, he played that defensive forehand volley and then moved up to chase 5. I mean, that's a very aggressive position to stand. So Matthieu playing a length shot into the corner suddenly means Steve's got like 4 yards, like an extra 3 yards
15,
to cover
40.
to get back to that.
Receiver lead.
And as you always say to me, if you're going down the line, it's got to be good
Takes
length.
better than 2. Out of court. Lost the chase.
Is that juice?
30 40. Chase the line.
He's still in here, Matthieu. It's good. Good to see, because
30,
you're looking
40.
at 4-1,
Aim point,
thinking, oh my
one
God,
chase.
Steve's going to roll him, all the early signs, but look, he's battling away, and I think working it out a little bit. Never going to be easy, walking to fired up Steve, 5 p.m. on a Wednesday, but yeah, he's working it out. We've got a game on here.
Also, 40 love down in this game. He's got it back to 40-30, and Steve's hit the
30,
line.
40.
So Matthieu's
Serve
got to back
lead.
himself to win this point as well.
Chase the line.
Just get it over.
Won the
Great
chase.
composure there as well. Great composure. I think I'd have seen some
Deuce.
last gallery. Yeah.
Love.
Okay, I think both me and Ben side there.
Advantage. Server.
You cannot leave that. It's dirty to deal with, but you cannot leave that.
As they say, there are 2 types of leave, and that was not one of the good ones. But we're back at
Yes.
juice. Hey ho. Oh my word! I've not seen
What?
Steve miss one like that in a while. But yeah, I think I look at Matthieu's floor game, and it's just one of the best in the world. Like I look at what I
Advantage
can do on the floor, what he
receiver.
can do, and it's like he's light years ahead. Light years.
Steve's also, as we know, like a very good front runner. So if Matthieu can kind of keep him tight and keep him honest, you know, I'm not saying Steve will get tight at all, but you can keep yourself in it.
Slightly tentative point, but all good. We're at juice. Who
Deuce.
wants it? Wow. Great feat from Matthieu to
Advantage
stay in that one.
receiver.
He's moving well up there.
Chase 4.
Wow. Great feat from Matthieu.
Advantage
Still
from
in it.
Matthieu.
I thought Steve's first defensive volley was pretty awesome, but life in the French dog
Chase
yet.
4 yards.
It would just be hoping for a tight railroad here. Make Steve kind of skid that ball down the line, and then you've got a free backhand. That's what he'll be hoping for.
Or just do what you did at set point in the second set. Serve one high on the back wall and just let it happen. Do you remember that one? When it was like chase 1 and 2 and you tried to hit like a demi PK.
Advantage
Oh yeah, and
server.
then he netted it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one of those
Chase
oh dear
4.
moments.
Good bands. Oh, that's well played. That's really well played. What did I get from Steve
Game
is outrageous.
server. Gentlemen, take this time to collect some balls, please. Thank you.
Oh, bit of time to chat.
3 games
What a
to
steal that is
5.
from Matthieu from 40 love down, by the way.
Multiple match points saved.
Match points.
Sorry, set points saved. And as I said, Steve's a good front runner. And not saying he's not good when like it gets tight, but if you can, he's a confidence player. If you can just chip away at it, you know, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It's already 2-5. Matthieu can pinch another one. He's definitely grown into this first set.
I think that's what I really like to see. He's grown into it for sure. I think first few games you're thinking Steve's chucking in a few main walls, a few boasts, he's not reading them. You're like, oh no, is it going to be one of those? But he's grown into this, and I think he's the one sort of being a bit more aggressive, hitting those corners faster, as you said, a bit more bite on his shots, and found a bit of a length on that railroad as well. He sort of skid boasted out on that backhand, which is good to see. I think that's really good to see. And this was a battle because, yeah, that game was nervy.
Also, one thing to note, the targets have dried up a bit from Steve.
Yeah, they have. They have a bit more just sort of batting it around the walls. We know that this court's longer, grill's a bit harder to find, and yeah, the rally's there, and the ball's going to keep
First
pulling
set
back. So
stands at 3 games to
this
5.
first point of this ninth game, here we go.
Double.
Tight serve, Matthieu.
Love.
Targets have dried up.
Chase.
That's great rip, great rip.
Chase 2.
That's not coming back.
15 love.
Oh my god,
Chase better than 6.
that's pretty strong.
2 chase.
From up there. Not many people in the world can do that.
I wonder what. I
15
wonder
love.
how, because Steve's obviously got a
Chase
lawn tennis
2.
background. I wonder what,
And
like
Chase
what kind of speeds he
6.
used to serve at, because he's obviously very strong up above his head.
No, I think he was one of those sort of just touch it around kind of serve and volley players, mate. Tim Henman. Come on, let's let doubt it.
15 love. Server.
Up in the 130s.
Chase 2.
K's.
Lost the chase. 30 love. Chase worse than 6. Above. 40 love.
That's a great rally. Plenty going on there. Just had a text from Nigel Pendrick, Ben.
Game and the first set.
Are you going to follow that up?
Yeah, once I announced that Steve's just won the first set 6-3. Yeah, Nigel just said, well done on recovering so quickly and winning twice yesterday.
Didn't you win 3 times yesterday, technically?
No, me and Matthieu both won. Targets are dried up.
15 all. Well. Out of court.
The worst sight in any real tennis match is when you hit one high up there and it goes out. That is grueling.
$30 all. No chases.
Oh. Good line from Steve.
40-30.
That's great heat, great heat. Oh, can he get his first game on the board here, Matthieu?
Yes. Advantage receiver.
Oh, unlucky. Still locked at juice.
Yes.
No comments on the stream yet.
Up. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. Up.
That's great heat, great heat.
Advantage and one chase.
What's the drive home looking time?
Advantage.
How long does it take to get home?
Last gallery.
It's looking like 2 hours and 15, so...
You touching the M25?
I'll probably just bypass it and head down to Bracknell and join the M4 a bit further up.
Mate, the M25 junction on the A3 I think is the worst I've ever seen ever. It's like, who would ever go on it? It's crazy. You used to live around here, right? Has it always been like that?
Around here, I used to live here.
Yeah, that's true. So I got my other question. That window over there in the flat, if that was smashed during this
Advantage
match,
server. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery.
It can't get smashed. Very reinforced. But I don't know, actually, what would you do? Well, you got a bit of an operation cleanup. I actually took a chunk out of the battery wall underneath winning gallery in the first set, in the first game earlier. A big plume of smoke. We just left it.
That is the best shot I've seen today from Matthieu Sarlangue. One of the best backhands.
1 game to love.
Oh my god.
Chase better than 2.
Oh, I just wanted him to take that early, but he didn't. These things happen, hey. Oh. Right shot as well. Right shot.
15 love. Receiver.
Playing well though, Matthieu. Good signs. Sorry, not sorry. Great length.
15 all.
Yeah, we can see that. Oh.
There's just too many balls in there, isn't there?
15.
He kind of gets,
Chase.
you know, ahead and can apply the pressure. That you just get. I would call that. It's an unnecessary error that from Matthieu.
Yeah, not enforced, unnecessary. Oh, another one.
40,
Weird game,
15.
this weird game. I feel like he's had 2 chances to win the point.
40,
Like that
15,
boast and
game
that ball
point,
there,
Steve.
which he's just gone cross
Chase
court with.
better than 2.
Is what I don't know. You got to take these chances against Steve.
I think there's a big difference between an unforced error and an unnecessary error. So, like, you know, if you've got like a free hit and you net it, like that's an unforced error. Like, as in, you know, you're taking on a target, but you know, Matthieu wasn't trying to do anything too aggressive there. That's an unnecessary error.
Yeah, I agree. That's quite a good way of putting it. So we've got the dummy PK and the unnecessary error. If you want to invent any more
40,
terms, be my guest.
Server leads.
Book's
Chase
coming out
better
next
than
month.
2. Ball up, please, Matthieu.
I quite like the sound of the grill here. Quite a
Game to the
satisfying
server.
little thud. What's your favourite grill sound?
Well, definitely not Middlesex. I feel like I need ear defenders.
1 game all.
Oh, so good.
I should really have a favourite grill sound because I'm down at the hazard end hearing it go in quite a lot. So
You're never hitting any yourself.
15 love. Server.
Wow, you don't save those. Bottom corner doesn't
15
move.
all.
Steve thinks he's got lucky there. I
12.
think it was just a great shot.
Yeah, I think he's played for that too. Great rally, great rally. Steve keeping the pressure on, using all the angles, all the spin. I think Matthieu did pretty well to stay in that one, but one shot too many in the end. I do like rating this, the way that there's different spins you can put on the ball.
Server lead.
Always learning.
That is an unforced
40, 15.
error.
Right, thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
That was
Game to the server.
down, but got called.
2 games to 1. Server leads. Love.
That's so tight. That stayed weirdly tight to the wall.
15 all. Nice. 30-15. It's better than a yard.
Great length.
Oh!
It's a good rally. It's a good rally.
30-15. 1 taste.
Nice,
40,
Steve.
15. Game point and 1 taste.
What was I going to say? Slightly
Better
lower
than a
crowd
yard.
than expected for this one, Benno. No one up top. Maybe the dead one's absolutely packed.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope so. I mean, it's the 5 p.m. match, so anybody kind of drifting in from work, the start time allows for that. So maybe they're all just saving themselves for your match in a minute.
Yeah, quite possibly. 2 of the big fan favourites, crowd pleasers. I think Bryn's practicing his pitching wedge right now. So
40-15. Receiver lead. Chase better than a yard. Lost the chase. 30-40. Up. Is. Stroke. Advantage receiver.
He needs this one, Matthieu. I think Lewis is in the wrong postcode.
Advantage.
I think we're shortly going to be joined by world number 13, Lewis Williams,
6 yards.
from the Leamington Tennis Court Club. He's come down for the day to watch and learn and commentate. That breeze is delightful, actually. Just opened the door for Lou. I think I'll need some food soon, to be fair. I might be playing in like an hour.
I mean, that's basically why I'm going, yeah. Like food time at home time.
Advantage server.
Lewis can do it on his own.
Chase 6. Up.
Evening, Lewis.
Hello, hello.
Is. Advantage server. Up. Time for it, please, Matthieu.
Lou, what's been your views on this game?
It's been quite interesting so far. With quite different styles of play for the two players. Steve very aggressive, a lot of boasting, a lot of attacking play. Whereas Matthieu a lot steadier and slightly less. Just seeing winners from Steve.
That's unbelievable. That's so good.
Advantage.
Fewer peaks and troughs to Matthieu's game.
Hazard. They'll change hands as the sun creeps in from East Molesey. I think this set's certainly a bit tighter than the first one. Do you think Matthieu can get this done? Do you think he can grab this set?
I think, as a neutral, we'd love to see Matthieu get a bit better foothold in this set. Steve, it felt like was winning that first set pretty comfortably, and then tail end of it, Matthieu managed to bring together a few games and cause Steve a few problems. Start of this set, he's gotten the board early, and it's looking a bit closer.
I'd agree with that, to be fair. Plenty of rallies. But yeah, Matthieu definitely looks stronger from the service end once he's withstood Steve's pace. I think it's just getting a chase past Steve, to be honest. He's so long, so athletic in retrieval. He's pretty hard to get the ball past, so let's see what Matthieu serves up here.
Stop.
Length Yorker from Steve there.
Game
Yeah, he got that ball pretty quickly into the corner.
3 games to 1.
3-1 Steve now pulling away.
Chase a yard.
Oh my word, he's changed the direction of that ball so quickly, Steve, on that backhand. Brilliant movement. Didn't think Matthieu did a lot wrong there.
Rob, just whilst they're changing ends,
Cases
talk to me
level,
about how you feel this court
yard,
suits
and
each
better
player.
than a yard.
Does it suit one of them particularly well?
I think maybe the state of the main wall, it's quite hard to defend a lot of main walls, so that suits Steve. I've just seen Georgie down there. So that suits him, but likewise I think it's a bit of a rallying court. Like, he can get a lot back here, and that suits Matthieu on the floor, because I think he's one of the best floor players in the world, and I would put that out there. So for Steve, I think the state of the main wall for his boasts, and Matthieu because of the floor is quite true.
Okay, good insight. Thank you, Robert.
Lost the chase. 15 love server. Chase better than a yard. Lost the chase.
Instinct
72.
Steve there serving the full PK. Don't see that one too
30 love.
Well, you do if you watch Lewis Williams.
Back to the default railroad now.
40 love.
Great line. Nice 4-1 to Stephen Virgona. Running away with this set.
Game to the server.
What's Matthieu got to do
4
to
games to
change
1.
things around here then, Rob?
I think he's got to get the service end to stand any chance.
Chase the yard.
Maybe he's heard it there, Rob, because he's gone and got a chase straight away.
Easy.
Love all. 1 chase. Stop. stroke. 15 love. Well,
Matthieu send someone else up there.
Oh, take it.
chase the second gallery.
Well, he's listened to your advice there, Rob. He's got
Two
two
chases.
chases. Changing ends.
Yeah.
Serving. What's he got to do?
15 love.
I think he's just got to try and
Chase
pin
the
Steve
yard.
in, serve
Second
tight. I know it's
gallery.
easier said than done, and yeah, it's definitely not easy. But yeah, he's just got to try and keep a hold on that service end, really, somehow. I think that's been the hardest part for him so far. But I'd be sort of employing like galleries. I think against Steve, just make him, yeah, get a chase, and sort of he might get impatient and take on one ball too many from the hazard end. Again, might not even
15
work.
love.
Just got to try something.
Worth the shot. Worth the shot.
Server leads. Chase a yard. Lost the chase.
Goodness me. Straight at him.
30 love. Chase the second gallery.
That's a great finish. Well played.
A few tighter serves
Point
there.
to server.
Making life a bit tricky for Steve.
40 love.
He's got to keep that up. See what he's got.
Oh, very tight as well. Beautiful.
Lovely width for Matthieu there.
Gains the server.
Securing the game.
Pierre will be
2
proud of
games
that
to
one.
4. The second gallery.
Steve's got the same thought process. Get that gallery, get a chase, get back up to the service end.
Love all. 1 chase. Ball up to Matthieu.
Rare error on the return of serve from Steve.
15 love.
Maybe he's got to
Server.
serve that cup volley a little bit more.
Again, he's listened to you, Rob, because he's served the cut volley. Steve's hit a slightly loose return.
30
Matthieu's
love.
ended up dictating the point and winning it.
I just think
Last
what you got
gallery.
again. I think in this
Two
instance,
chases.
you got to think what you'd rather
30
face.
love.
Would you rather face Steve's
Chase
cup
the
volley, or would
second
you rather
gallery.
face him turning on one,
And chase
where he's
the last
basically got 3
gallery.
shots? He could hit a main wall, he can hit a fat boast, or he can go straight. And I think you'd rather take that cup volley on, really, or the backhand boast.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the third option is if you can get that railroad nice and tight, get him trying to sort of boast something out on his backhand. I think that's, you know, a lot of people serving against left-handers in general will be trying to do that. But, you know, it's a pretty difficult serve to nail the railroad, even at this level, getting it pinpoint, which is what you need to do.
30
to
love.
contain someone like
Receiver
Steve.
leads. The second gallery.
Oh, that's a beaut.
40 love. Chase the last gallery. Thank you. Won the chase.
Very honest from Steve.
Game to the receiver. 3 games to 4.
Wow.
Fifteen
3-4,
love.
Lou.
Getting a bit tighter, isn't it? Getting a lot tighter.
That's unlucky.
Bit unlucky there, hitting the timbre edge. Good from Steve. Making life difficult for
30,
Matthieu.
love.
He's ahead in this one. Want to be getting to 5-3. Oh.
Picked it well, but couldn't convert.
40 love.
40, love.
It's kind of ringing true what you said, Rob, about Matthieu needing the service end, because as soon as they've switched, he's lost the next 2 points in quick succession. Whereas, you know, the last couple of games there, he's managed to get on top whilst being on the serve.
Plays better than a
Chase,
yard.
he'll take that.
Lovely length from Matthieu there.
40, love.
When you played him
One
yesterday,
chase.
Lou, what did you think was the strongest part of his game? When you were, what sort of struck you?
Just the lack of free points, really. I think, you know, a lot of players will hit more winners, but also make more errors than Matthieu, where it just felt like every point was a bit of a grind. He was keeping in the rally, a lot of line of length. There was not much in the way of freebies.
40, love.
So it
Receive a
gets
lead.
frustrating, and you end up
Plays
maybe trying to
better
play
than a
it yourself.
yard. Lost the chase. 15, 40.
Little stroke.
Game to the
No,
receiver.
5-3.
5 games to 3.
Oh, that's just exceptional. Thought
In corner to corner there.
he dealt with it pretty well. That he stepped into that forehand.
Oh, that's a good serve. Awkward length.
What did I say about the service end?
Thank you.
Very true.
30, love.
Great finish from Matthieu.
40, love.
Oh yeah, look like they'll need some balls. They're all in the net.
We're on.
Well, that'll take about half an hour because there's no trough.
So the reason there's no trough here at Hampton.
Yeah, it's a listed building, so they can't make that alteration to the court, isn't that right?
I think it's something like that. Yeah, good intel from our head commentator Rob Shankman.
I can't remember who told me that. I just can't remember who told me that. Someone did. Oh, Darren told me yesterday when we were warming up. There you go. Happy days. Many people downstairs, Lou, in the crowd?
A few people in the Dublin watching, yeah. Decent turnout throughout the day, I think, today, and I think it's expected to get better over the weekend. More and more tickets sold Thursday evening, and then into the sort of semi-finals and finals. I think they're looking pretty busy.
Great to hear, and great to see that the tournament's being well supported, to be honest, because everyone at the Palace done a great job. Nick and Scott and Jack, Les, and all the volunteers who've helped make this event what it is, really. I think they're great with all the tourists who explain the game to them. And yeah, pretty cool place to play real tennis.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I had a little look around the grounds earlier, which was fascinating. Had a little look around there. You even got lost in the maze for a fair while. Thought you weren't going to make your match.
That maze, mate, it's like Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Have you ever watched that? Get lost in there. You ever watched that, Lewis?
Naturally.
Great film.
40,
The
love.
best one, in my opinion.
Serve a lead. No chases.
Steve again
15,
on the definite
40.
cut volley.
Stroke. That's quite funny from you, that, mate.
30, 40.
That's a great finish. That's a great rally as well.
Steve just plucking one out the winning
Game
gallery there.
to serve up.
Casually.
4 games to 5.
4-5. Huge game for the match.
Come on, Matthieu. I want to have a sandwich. A bit more time could do me. That's a beaut from there.
Tickler down the line.
Great composure to choose that option.
15, love. Fault.
That's just too quick. It's about as difficult as it gets. But well played, Matthieu. He's hanging in there. 15 all.
15 all.
That is absolutely outstanding. From the backhand pick to that finish, super from
30.
Matthieu Sarlangue.
He's definitely stepped it up a little bit here. Can he keep it up?
Oh, what a rally. Steve has somehow stayed in that. And Matthieu read that time so well. Oh my god, this is big. Good serve. Held his nerve there, serving to the cut volley.
40, 30.
Chase or stroke?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty decent from there. Brings up set point.
Advantage receiver.
Oh, it's so tough, and that is the second set. To Steve Virgona.
And the second
He's going
set.
to change his shirt, Matthieu. I'm going to get some
16
food,
to
Lou.
4.
Could be it for the commentary team for now. Meanwhile, they're trying to get a few more bodies up here to help with the commentary. But for now, that's it from Robert and I. Hope to see you shortly.
Maybe you could harvest DNA. View of the world. The receiver leads 2 sets to love. Third set, love all. $15 love. Beg your pardon, Steve. Thank you. Hazard better than 2. 15 love. Face the line. 2 chases. $15 love. Hazard better than 2. And chase the line. $15 love server. Hazard better than 2. $15 all. Chase the line. $30, 15. $40, 15. $30, 40. Shot. Take half a yard. 30, 40. $30-40, receiver leads. Chase, half a yard. Game to the receiver. 1 game to love. Chase worse than 5. One fault. One fault. $15 love. Chase half a yard. 15 love, 1 chase. Time. Apologies, gentlemen. Apologies, gentlemen. There are 2 chases. Worse than 5. Apologies. Worse than 5 and half a yard. $15 love, receiver. Chase worse than 5. Well, 15 all. Chase half a yard. 30-15. 40-15. 30-40. 'Game to the server. 2 games to love. Well, hazard chase, thank you. Hazard chase half a yard. Level. Well, chase 2. 2 chases. Hazard half a yard and chase 2. Level. Hazard half a yard. Lost the chase, felt hazard better than a yard. Point to the receiver. 15 love. Chase 2. Lost the chase. 15 all. $30-15. 40-15. better than a yard. 40-15 and a chase. Server leads. Chase better than a yard. Face off. 40-15. Say again, Steve. 40-15 server. Thirty, 40. Well, game to the server. 3 games to love. Chase worse than the door. Well, time, please. Sorry, Matthieu, please. Thank you. One fault. $15 love. $15 all. Thank you. $30-15. Server leads. 1 chase, worse than the door. $40-15 in a chase. 40-15 chase worse than the door. $40-15, receiver leads. Chase worse than the door. Game to the receiver. 4 games to love. $15 love. $30 love. 15-30. Chase 3. Well, $30 all. $40-30. The chase. 40-30. Chase 3 yards. $40-30. Receiver leads. Chase 3. Up. Yes. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. Deuce. Up. The last gallery. 2 chases, deuce. Nearly a yard worse. Deuce. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. Won the chase. Advantage receiver. Chase the last gallery. Well, game to the receiver. 5 games to love. Worse than the last gallery. Well, chase half a yard. 2 chases, love all. Worse than the last gallery. And half a yard. Love all. Chase worse than the last gallery. $15 love. Chase half a yard. $30 love. Oh, so nice. 40 love. Love. And the match, Virgona. Steve's going to win 3 sets to love. 6-3, 6-4, 6 love. Well played, guys.